Hi, this is Carlos Cousins, and the following is an ACT science test question that is asking us for the reason for a certain event in a long prose passage, where you have to hide and seek the information, try to figure out if, 1, 2, 3, or 4 are actually reasons for which whatever is being mentioned. Turns out this is the hardest sort of question, hide and seek, and in long prose passages in the ACT to get through, so don't worry too much about getting this one wrong, but you got to get some practice sort of scanning for the information provided here. If you start from the beginning, we're looking for why the master was pleased. And when you go here from the beginning, we're talking about the, master saying things that end up meaning that the servant will have to leave. For the reference to swimming here, that the servant could swim, all it says is it would be impossible. And the master knows it would be impossible for the servant to swim to another country. So the master probably wasn't pleased in that, but by the fact that his servant could swim, because he wouldn't have swam to another country. So we can already cross that out, and that has nothing to do with the master being pleased anyhow. We have no mention of that. So we keep on going down. Therefore wished I would contrive some sort of vehicle resembling those I had described to him. So this looks a little bit good for number 3. But then that might carry me on the sea, in which work I should have the assistance of his own servants. So that looks good for number 3 so far, but let's keep going and figure it out. He concluded that for his own part he could have been content to keep me in his service. Here we see the master being pleased. He would have kept him forever. However, why? Because he found I had cured myself of some of my bad habits. Number 3. Could build a boat was number 2 earlier. And dispositions by endeavoring as far as my inferior nature was capable to imitate the whole Houyinums, or however you pronounce that. So it turns out here the 2 explicitly mentioned reasons for which the master would have been content to keep the servant in his service were then that he cured himself of bad habits and had imitated these people, not necessarily because he could build a boat. And actually, this is misspelled. It should be could. So 1 and 2 doesn't make sense. 3 is correct, but also 4. So E is the correct answer choice. I hope that helped with this problem, and happy prepping.